welcome back everyone to the Back 40 Firewood channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I think a lot of us could probably pay a little more attention to and perhaps want to get in on, a stay healthy challenge while running a firewood business or while just making firewood. So our good friend and fellow woodhound, Armand over at Armands HighLife, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. But he kind of put a challenge out there, a stay healthy challenge when you're running a firewood business, to keep your body healthy and, be able to keep doing firewood. Well, in my case, I'm not really big into like the firewood business as far as selling a lot of firewood, but I do make and burn a lot of firewood. So I do need to pay attention to myself and my body and make sure that I can continue to come on here day after day, doing the daily chores I need to and doing the things I want to do in my wood yard. So, there is that difference between, like, if you are doing this for a business, sometimes, you have to get out there, whether you're broke down, feeling sore, muscles aching, like, you have to get out there because you have orders to fill, you have product that needs to go out. In my case, I'm pretty much my number one customer, so I do make a lot of my firewood for myself. I do sell firewood out of my roadside stand, and so I do keep busy, trying to get ahead and stay ahead. But the one thing that's, easy to overlook are little things that can really add up and cost you time and potentially money if you're injured and you can't work, you can't get the things done, and you can't, just enjoy being out in your wood yard. So I've I've taken this challenge on to improve my overall health, my overall conditioning, and there's some things that I just want to talk about quick today to kind of show you how you can maybe pay just attention to little things that will make a big difference. So for those of you who don't know, a long time ago, I was involved in professional wrestling on the local independent circuit out of the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. And so doing that did take a toll on my body. And I do feel the aches and the pains. When I get done doing firewood at the end of the day, I feel good. I feel like, I've accomplished something. I feel great. But then the next morning, getting out of bed can be a bit of a challenge. And, that first initial stretch in the morning, yeah, it's a tough one. So some things, like that, I've probably injured myself before I started doing firewood. But basically one thing that, the key element that I find working with firewood is my core. And more specifically, my lower back. And so I've kind of really been paying attention to little things like lifting and twisting and bending and how I pick up firewood and move it. If I'm unloading like a trailer of firewood, or if I'm moving firewood around, I always try to find a position I can be in where I'm not moving my body around that much. I'm not twisting, I'm not turning, I'm not bending. I'll grab pieces of wood and just throw them, without really looking where. I don't have to turn and look because I know where they're going, and it doesn't really matter how they end up. So I'll only probably move like my arm or my shoulder. I'm not moving my waist. I'm not twisting my shoulders. The other thing is, if I'm unloading something and it requires bending over, I might just like bend over and like support myself with one hand and then just use my other hand to move the wood. So I stay bent over, and I don't keep standing up and bending down, standing up, bending over, standing up, bending over. I'll just bend over, stay in that position, toss the wood with one hand. I found that to be very useful, just, again, limiting the motion and having a purpose to the movement. So here's another mistake I sometimes make when I'm loading. I'll have a stack of wood on one side and like a trailer or the truck on the other side. And what I end up doing is I end up grabbing, twisting and turning, and then loading the wood. And so it looks like this. And this is not the best way to do it, but this is usually how I end up doing it. And what that does is puts a lot of strain on my back with all the twisting and lifting and throwing. So what you can do is look at your situation and see if there might be a way where you can load the wood without having so much movement in your body. So for example, in this situation, I could just go stand at the end of the stack, keep my body pretty much straight, and just throw the wood right in. Something like this. Another thing I do is I'll drop down on my knees, again, to lower the pressure on my back. So, you know, bending at the knees, finding just little ways like that to take off, I guess, the pressure and the strain on like your lower back. It's always a good thing. And that's, like I said, that's the one thing I find the most is my lower back. My lower back and like my hamstrings, my legs, they seem to always be sore. My shoulders, my arms, you know, sometimes if I'm throwing wood off the splitter, you know, I'll feel it in my shoulders the next day, but generally that lower back is where it's at. So the one thing I've always found that's key, and the one thing I'm going to start adding into my routine, is more and more stretching. So like stretching for me is a big part of something I really need to work on, and that's where I'm going to be going with this whole Stay Healthy challenge. A lot of people are looking for things to eliminate from their daily routine, but I am going to be adding stuff to my routine. So like stretching, I'm adding to it. Another thing is walking. Like I'm going to try to increase my daily steps to between 8,000 and 10,000 steps per day. So those are the things that I'm going to be adding to this Stay Healthy challenge. I look at this challenge as a way to both, you know, eliminate something in your life that might be improving your health, but you can also add things that will improve your health. And stretching and walking are two little things that are simple to do that can make a big difference and have a huge impact. So tomorrow night on the Back 40 live stream at 8 p.m. Central, I got something I'm going to be revealing, and part of the reveal is going to be involving all of you in one final step to this process that I need to take. So tune in tomorrow night because it's going to be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to reveal this. And like I said, there's one thing left that I'm going to need all of you guys to help me out on. So Friday night, 8 p.m. Central, each and every Friday night, the Back 40 live stream. Tune in and have a good time hanging out with us Woodhounds. So I think that'll about do it for this video. Thanks again, Armands HighLife, for bringing this up and bringing some awareness to staying healthy and staying fit, and kind of throwing a little challenge out there. If any of you have any suggestions or any things that you are going to be doing and you might want to get in on with this Staying Healthy challenge, leave those down in the comments. Any suggestions, any tips, tricks, things that you've noticed in your daily routine that help you stay healthy in your wood yard. Because each of us, we only have one body and we need to take care of it. And working out in the wood yard with firewood, it can take a toll on your body. So the healthier you are, the more you can enjoy being out in your wood yard. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.